Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I forgot to tell people that I am live on Facebook, so let me do that. I put the link down below where we're coloring from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly today. So that's what we're doing today. So try and let people know that I'm live. Share this if people are live, if they want to participate. So that way we know they're there. So I hope everybody hasn't had a good summer. I'm having a good summer. I'm off today, so I figured today I have my phone just in case I get called in. I always have my phone near me. So let me see. Hmm. So I'm seeing what this is. Uses of VPNs. So I'm trying to figure out something in here, that didn't. So I'll fix this later on. So because we're live now. So hello, my dear coloring view. How are you? We're coloring in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. See, this is what I've done so far. I need to finish this page here, this last part here, and then we can go on to the other page, which is the one I really want to do. But I think I should finish this one just because then it'll make it funner. Should I finish this one? Or should I just... Well, I've been coloring it in order, as you can see. Like, you can see that I've colored this. Like, I didn't color the page here. It already has some stuff on it. That's okay, because I'll color that last when I do the book. So, as you can see, I have colored each page. So, I have colored each page individually. So, let me put this back up. So, you can see that I have colored this. This page took me over like about a year to do because there was so many things in it. It didn't take me as long. This one was done with I think this one was done with gel pen. I mean, you can't really see, but this one I think was done mostly with gel pen. One of them was done with gel pen. I remember a while back I did one with tile. You can tell that I have done this. I'm probably keeping this one. If I keep anything, I'll probably keep this one. And when I'm done, I'll probably read my nieces. But my nieces are growing so fast. One is now 4 and the other one is 6 now. So they've gotten so big so fast. So this one I've done mostly off camera. But this one is hard because you know what it is? With some of these pages, I find that they're really, really hard to do some of these pages. And the coloring is really, really hard in some of these. So that's the ones that are hard to do. And you're probably like going, what are those? Oh, these are old. So I managed to find them. And it was really interesting how I came across these. These are a little bit, these are my Stabler Ergo stuffs. I couldn't find a link for them, surprisingly. Yeah, it's like a weird thing. Sometimes you can find links for things, and then other times you cannot find links. What I like about these is that they don't break like other pencils. I mean, you can break them, but these are the Ergo sauce. There aren't that many. I think, how many are there in this set? 36. This I remember getting a long time ago. The page behind this one is this boat, so. This one is kind of like an interesting one for me because I'm like always trying to do them the same on the other side. I started watching a show called Monarcher on Netflix, so. See, this one is kind of, these pencils are kind of a little bit on the harder side. But they are nice, though. I will give you that. These are nicely colored. But, these were kind of a little pricey at the time when I bought them a while back. So I will say that. So I'm going to do this one. I don't know why, but I'm going to skip ahead to this one. We're going to do this one. Yeah. Sometimes I have to press down when I do a page in this book because it's like kind of like doing it like this is kind of hard. And then you see I have my half mat. I also have my little eraser doing it. They say I have to now do something with VPN, and that's why my games are not tracking. So I'm a little pissed off that my games are not tracking. So you can tell are Staedtler's Farben, and this is Sunkissed is the name of this color. I originally had Ivy's color a little dark, like was using another pencil. I think I used her hair color in the Tombow Irritants, and since I no longer have those pencils. Now, here's the problem I had with the Irritants. They're nice pencils, don't get me wrong, but they were too hard on my hands. I tried to keep her hair similar colors, so. I used to have another set of these, the original set. I do not know what happened to them. I have not been able to find them. Me and my mother think a few of the boxes got lost when we moved. My mother seemed okay with them being lost. I did not seem to be okay with them being lost like she was. But I suppose that happens. You know what I mean? You lose stuff, you get new stuff. But I'm in I'm in bad shape financially. I thought I'd be better. Now I'm in worse shape, and I can't seem to get that they just go in a different direction. I keep interviewing for jobs. It's like I can't find jobs, not full-time ones and not good paying ones. This is a little too dark of a color for me. I'm gonna have to do a lighter brown. If you guys have probably noticed, I put a paper down because I'm a hard presser. So when I press, so Mom said when we moved, a lot of our stuff got taken also. Now let's do a green, more green. So I think we'll do a green here. This is Mott's green. Thing about these shrimpers, they're just like the old ones I had, except the old ones didn't have names. So these are really good, but they're a little bit more on the pricey side now. The 96 set is a lot of money. See, they have an outline here. So. I'm doing the moss green just because I like this color in the thing. You know, sometimes I see the Amazon man and he comes, so I can see when he's coming. So it's kind of a weird thing that happens with Amazon here. You know, over here, everything is much more open space here in California. You know, even the stores are different. You know, like in New York, how everything is built up here. General electric accountant and bookkeeping. So, but I'm financially struggling now because I got conned, and so now because I got conned, my credit card bills are even higher. So now I'm more upset. So now I have to be like more watchful of the pennies I spend every day. Is like more pennies to be spent. Lime. See, I like when they make the greens really bright. This is right now all natural light. I mean, yesterday was so hot. I thought I was going to die yesterday. I went to my book club, of course. That was really nice to go to the book club. You know, we're reading Powerless by Laura Roberts, and you know, I thought it was an okay book. You get those books that are like, oh, the YA books are like, oh my God, this. Some people said that this book was like a cross between Divergent and Hunger Games. You know, I remember when YA first started out as a genre, it was so different, so innovative. But you know, what happens is you can only do so much in a genre, and then it becomes repetitive. Now, here's the problem, you know, you have to do something different, something original, and stand out. But it's kind of hard when all the idea, or you can take an idea that's been presented and present it very differently, which is hard to do. Because some people do they write the hell out of it, and then it becomes, you're like, "Oh, can we try to do something different, please?" I kind of do pencils if I especially have pencils behind this, you know. I love doing the bank recs. That's my favorite thing to do. I love doing bank recs. So we'll probably be doing that next week. The next week there'll be more money. You know. That's that one. So next we have to pick two colors too. Avocado. Up. I like doing leaves to a point, but sometimes I get tired of doing leaves. I like doing payables. I love doing payables and receivables. You know, because payables and receivables should be an easy thing, but it's not. So that's my thing. You know, those are the things that I like doing. Problem with leaves, and I get why people don't really like. I love Johanna's books, I really do, but sometimes this is not a, you know, this is in general criticism. That her books sometimes have a, you're like, well, you know, with me and the leaves is that I love leaves too, but I can only take so many leaves for so long. And I have my fine liners if we need them. So to me, it's very important to. Okay, and this one is olive green. So this is green. This is a pure green. Don't even get me wrong, I love leaves, and we can do all kinds of things with this when we're done. I saw someone who didn't have a big pencil set, and they did their book beautifully. They only had like a 36 set of pencils, and they did this whole book with 36 pencils. I almost died when I saw what they did. And I got to applaud them for that because the person who I saw who did this book for 36p. Yeah. I hate when this happens. You're busy doing something, and then there was a problem with your service. So they said there was a problem with something. And I hate when this happens. It's like, Well, that should be fixed. Always something that's really bizarre that happens with my things. Something we're gonna put that as, I'm gonna put this as pink and purple, so that's gonna be purple. I can find the purple here. It's a really nice purple here. This is periwinkle flower, which I really like this print. So you see how the prettiness comes in there? These are good pencils, but I don't have a backup set. I used to have a backup set on this. So, hi Lily C, how are you? I didn't even see you come in. I was busy fixing something that had happened. I apologize for these things, but sometimes these things cannot wait. So you see how the that came in. So now we need to do a blue. I want to do a flower for her. This one I don't really do the skin tone too often in this one. So this is a red. We're using my Schrifer Farbins. This color is called Flamingo Pink. It looks like a red to me. I don't know why. Some of the pinks come out looking red on some of the things. I do not know why. I see two leaves there. So. I like it. I'm not crazy about the blues in this set. The blues are really weird in this set, so. Oh, that's nice blues. It's this one. Now I'm going back to my Staedtler Orgo sauce. These haven't been used in quite some time. I love the Ergo sauce. So now we're going to use the Prismacolor. I think there's a skin tone here. We don't really use it all that often. Ooh, I think I have Fairy Beauties. I'm not sure if I have Beauties in Fairyland. Looks like looks like she got a sunburn. That's what I'll say. She got burnt standing in the sun. These are from a set I got a long, long time ago. Get really old pencils, but they're still good, you know, like a lot of people I know who don't have a lot of money use the Staedtler brand. And there's a couple of different Staedtler brands. This is the Ergo Sauce. This is the 36 set. I got these from some Europe. Where did I get these? Did I get these from Amazon Europe? One of the Europe Amazons I got them from. I wish I remember where I got these from because they were not cheap. That's why I kept them. I have a bunch of Inktense pencils that I never use either, so. I don't have a whole set of them, but. Oh no, I do actually now have the whole set of them. Do I have those that are Inktense? I'm not sure if I have all 72, but I heard a rumor that they're going to now increase it to 96. The Hools are a nice alternative, a nice budget-friendly alternative to the Copics from a lot of people's perspectives. I know some people have said they don't want to use anything but that. And that's fine if you don't want to use anything but that. That's your choice. And I say to people, no. I'm of the belief that people are going to color what they want to color, regardless of what you guys tell them to color or not color. This is like an orangey red. I always tell people, use what you have. Even if you don't think what you have is that good, you can make magic out of it. Do what makes you happy. See, I like that color. Now we're going to have to do this in different greens. Or you can color it in one shade of green. See, here they have name, but there's no names on these, which is kind of a bummer, and no numbers. So you just try to do them the way you do them well. Copics are really nice, but the problem with them is that they're expensive to get the stuff. I know some people say, well, they're not that expensive, but you know, when you first get them, they're expensive, but then they become a little bit more price point on the nose. See? These are my Ergosofts, so you guys get an idea of some of the other stuff that's out there. These are old and very different. What I like about here is even if you sharpen them, they have a thing where it protects them. Hello, Brittany. How are you? We have Brittany here. One of the things I like about inks is that, you know, they're versatile markers. A lot of people say that, yeah, even though we're using pencils, we can still talk about markers here. This is Ivy. This is hard to sharpen them in the hand cranks. These, actually. These pencils do not like my hand crank. Here's the thing. I've never had that issue. And if you do have that issue, you're supposed to contact the manufacturer and tell them that you have this, and they will send you a replacement some of the time. Not all the time, but they've done it in the past for people I've known. So keep that in mind when you do that too, because sometimes they'll have little things. There's little tricks to Copics too, so that a lot of people don't know. Orange. Who said that we have to make the leaves one color? You don't have to make everything one color. Leaves don't necessarily have to be green. They can be brown, green, or orange. I've seen people do purple leaves when they're doing fantasy ones. Also, you don't overfill your markers, and I've done this a few times. I've never had that issue with my Copics, but maybe I've just been lucky. Now we're going to do a red. Now we're going to do the mouse gray. I have some older Copics, but I don't seem to have them. Also, don't overfill it because that can cause, also when you refill your Copic sketch markers or your Copic markers in general, try to not use more than a certain amount, no more than 15 drops. Otherwise, it can cause cracks and you can overflow blood up your hands like it did to me last night. So I wasn't paying attention because my mother was speaking to me, and then that's why I tell her don't speak to me sometimes when I'm doing the Copics. I always keep my we might be able to finish something on camera for once. Yay, me! I never finish anything on camera, which is kind of funny if you think about that. Remember, we still got the sea to do. We still got the house to do. I was almost going to do a Fabiana book today. But, you know, when I first started getting Copics, I got them first as a little tiny set, mini set. What did I get? A basic set of 12 colors. Yeah, the best way to start, in my opinion, is do your basic sets, get a skin tone set. Now, some people laugh when I say get a skin tone set, but really you should get a skin tone set because that gives you a diversity of colors. Actually, believe it or not, yeah. And this is a Black Widow, and this is Rust. You know, what was it that I liked a lot? This was like I had got them once and I really enjoyed them. I think they were like some of my favorite colors ever. This is a Black Widow. This is called Rust, and this comes from the light skin tone. You know, markers are as diverse. Different people like some. I know people who like the Prismacolor alcohol markers. You know, here's the thing about the Prismacolor markers. You have to. Some of the markers don't have refills, and that's one area that Copic, I think, excels. Is the refills. You can replace the nibs. You can replace the nibs. You can buy refills. You know, to me, and then you can get the marker thing in there. So I think a lot of the things I like about Copics, a lot of the other marker companies don't have that in spade yet. So that's just a personal issue. It's a personal thing. This is leather. And then I'm going to put yellow. I need a yellow. Here's the yellow. This is banana. See, I did that without a pointy pencil. You don't need a point. Well, having pointy pencils is nice. Don't get me wrong. So then we do leather. You know what's also a good alternative if you want the same quality of markers that you would get for Copics, but I had a problem with them all. They all dried up on me, and then they all went kapooey on me. Is the Blick alcohol markers from Blick Art? They're very good too. A lot of people I know like those. If you want somewhat of a similar thing to Copics, they're very similar. I mean, they're like about $1 less point-wise. They also have refills. But I found that the Copic marker marker thing that you take out, the marker tweezer, is very good for a lot of markers if you want to refill them. So you just need to get a good marker tweezer so you can take out the top ink and the lower ink to get it. They used to. But that's because they're so hard to make. See, that's one area Copics is a little bit better. They try to have refills for all their markers, but they don't always have them in stock. This is a nice blue. This is called Cat's Eye. Well, you know what it is? It's hard to do refills for everything because the Copics are handmade, and sometimes Copic doesn't even have all the ink refills because they have people hand make those refills, so that's why they're doing it. Well, here I think the reason why they did that and reduced the size of their ink refills, number one was because number one, they're very expensive to make. Number two, they're done by hand. Plus, they weigh a lot less. And it's not like Copics wanted to do that. From what I understood, Copic, some of them people at Copic wanted to keep the size, but they couldn't. They were having production cost problems. So you see how the blue comes in there? It's a shame that they don't want to tell you because they don't even know. Probably because they don't know. You know what I mean? It's sometimes you have to understand that they don't even know the people that you got to answer your card until. Serpent. They probably don't even know. You have to remember, they don't tell people anything because they probably don't know. If they knew, they probably would have given you a much better answer than that. You have to remember sometimes people don't tell you everything because they don't know. It's not because they don't want to tell you, because they don't even know. Right now I'm reading Child of Light by Terry Brooks. I was reading Powerless, but then I'm like, I had to read that for a book club, so that's why that one got stopped. So, I read about 3/4. I'm probably not keeping the Powerless book because I found that it was like what do you call it, a little too derivative of other YA books I've read. That makes sense? So then we get blue. Then we will be done with this page today. I am kind of really impressed. Oh, I still have to do the round thing and thing. Remember, a lot of things they don't know about because some parts of the company, you're the customer service, right? But then they have to ask the marketing department, can they tell you anything? And so it's like a chain. I see my mother has come back from her doctor's appointment. That's good. Well, I'm done with this thing, which will be in a little bit. So now we just have to pick a color to round this out. I was thinking of purple to round it out. We'll do that. I like the way this one came out. I was thinking about doing a Fabiana book. That Atanasio one. Those are a little hard to do. Thank you. So we'll have one done for them. So that's nice. So. Yeah, this is on my top 10 books to finish this year, but I realistically don't see myself finishing this book till next year, probably. So. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. So, yeah, this went about an hour. So we went almost an hour today on this. So. Yeah, so what did we use? Schiffer Farbins. We did not use the Prismas, which I'm really surprised. Staedtler, we used Black Widow's Fader Herbal Sauce and Schiffer Farbins. So, I don't really take out my Schriffers, but I wanted to try them on this page because every pencil is going to work different. Same thing like markers, but I don't really use markers in this book. This book is the only book that I don't use that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this very much. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and stay wonderful. Bye, everybody.